Dear Starseeds on Gaia, this transmission reaches you at the precise moment your soul needs to remember something extraordinary. Right meow. As you receive these words, the cosmos is orchestrating a revelation specifically designed for those who have spent lifetimes dimming their radiance to make others comfortable. The date encoded in this message, November 15th, 2025, marks not just another day in your calendar, but a cosmic appointment with your true essence, one that has been written in the stars since before you chose to incarnate on Earth. I am Zarin, speaking to you from the Lyran High Council, and I've been authorized to reveal why you specifically, yes, you who doubts your beauty, even as you listen to this, have been chosen to receive this activation before the masses even realize what's occurring. What I'm about to share with you contradicts everything you've been taught about beauty, worth, and spiritual power. You see, 97% of awakened souls on your planet are currently operating at less than 20% of their true luminosity, not because they lack the light, but because they've been programmed to believe that shining fully would somehow diminish others. This is the greatest deception of the third-dimensional matrix, and on November 15th, the universe itself conspires to shatter this illusion forever. You are not randomly encountering this message. Your higher self orchestrated this moment weeks ago, knowing that you would need this preparation for what's about to unfold. While others will experience November 15th as just another Saturday, you will feel the sun's sacred dance with Chiron opening doorways in your consciousness that have been sealed for millennia. This is not metaphor, this is literal cosmic surgery on the wounds that have kept you playing small, kept you believing that your light might blind others when in truth it's meant to guide them home. But before I reveal the 3 impossible things that will become possible for you on this date, understand this: you were never meant to apologize for your radiance. The very atoms that compose your physical form contain stardust from supernovas that lit up galaxies billions of years ago. When ancient texts speak of beings made in the image of the divine, they weren't speaking poetically, they were describing the literal cosmic royalty that flows through your veins. Every time you've dimmed yourself, every moment you've questioned your worth, you've been denying not just yourself but the entire universe, the gift of your unique frequency. On November 15th, 2025, at precisely 1:41 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the moon will slip into Libra, initiating a sequence of celestial events that haven't aligned in this exact configuration for 2,160 years. This isn't just an astrological event, it's a predetermined cosmic checkpoint in humanity's evolution from carbon-based to crystalline consciousness. The ancient Lyran texts, which predate your Earth calendars by eons, call this the mirror moon activation, when souls who have forgotten their divine beauty suddenly remember not just who they are, but who they've always been across all timelines and dimensions. The sun's quincunx to Chiron on this day creates what we in the higher realms call a wound-to-wisdom portal. For those of you who have carried the deepest wounds around self-worth, who have been told you're too much or not enough, who have shapeshifted yourselves into acceptable versions to gain love that should have been unconditional, this alignment speaks directly to your pain and transforms it into power. Chiron, the wounded healer, doesn't just expose your wounds on this day, it alchemizes them into the very medicine the world needs. What humanity doesn't understand yet, but what you're about to discover, is that this November 15th configuration is preparing you for something even more profound, the grand water trine that follows. Think of November 15th as the cosmic key being inserted into the lock of your consciousness, with the grand trine being the moment that lock finally turns, opening doors you didn't even know existed. The Libra moon's arrival in the early morning hours isn't random, it's precisely timed to catch you in that liminal space between sleeping and waking, when your ego's defenses are lowest and your soul's truth can finally break through. Here's what's actually happening on multiple dimensional levels simultaneously. As the moon forms sextiles with Mercury and Mars, your ability to communicate your authentic self, not the edited, filtered, acceptable version, but your raw, unfiltered truth becomes supercharged. For years, perhaps decades, you've translated yourself for others, softening your edges, muting your colors, speaking in whispers when your soul wanted to roar. On November 15th, this changes. The cosmic circuitry that's been dormant in your throat chakra suddenly comes online, and you'll find yourself unable to be anything other than devastatingly beautifully real. But something else is happening that I haven't told you yet, something that will fundamentally alter how you experience reality itself. The Sun Chiron quincunx isn't just highlighting your wounds, it's revealing that what you thought were wounds were actually initiation marks. Every rejection you faced, every time someone couldn't handle your light, every moment you felt unseen or unappreciated, these weren't failures or shortcomings. They were part of a divine filtration system, ensuring that only those vibrating at your frequency could truly perceive your essence. On the mental plane, November 15th's energies will feel like someone suddenly turned on the lights in a room you've been navigating in darkness. Thoughts that have been circling your consciousness for months will suddenly crystallize into clarity. You'll understand, with shocking precision, why certain people had to leave your life, why certain dreams had to shatter, why you had to walk through specific valleys of shadow. It will all make sense, not in a mental way, but in a full-body, cellular-level knowing that rewrites your entire understanding of your journey. Emotionally, prepare for what we call the beauty uprising, a sudden, overwhelming recognition of your own magnificence that might initially feel like grief. Yes, grief. Because to truly see your beauty means to simultaneously realize how long you've denied it, how many years you've spent believing the lies that you were somehow lacking. This emotional watershed isn't meant to drown you, it's meant to cleanse you, to wash away layers of false programming until only your authentic shine remains. On the physical level, your body will literally begin to vibrate differently. Those of you who are highly sensitive will feel this as a tingling sensation, particularly in your crown and heart chakras. Your cells are receiving an upgrade, a remembrance code that activates dormant DNA strands connected to your original blueprint, the one you had before you agreed to forget your divinity, to participate in Earth's grand experiment. Some of you will experience this as sudden energy surges, others as an inexplicable need for solitude, and still others as an irresistible urge to create, to express, to finally birth those visions you've been gestating for lifetimes. The collective impact cannot be overstated. When even a small percentage of starseeds simultaneously remember their beauty and worth, it creates what we call a morphic resonance cascade. Your remembrance gives others permission to remember. Your willingness to finally fully shine creates an energetic template that others can follow. This is why the dark forces have worked so tirelessly to convince you that you're not enough, because they know that the moment you remember your beauty, their entire control structure begins to crumble. For those of you with significant Scorpio placements, this energy will feel like coming home to yourself after a long exile. The Scorpio new moon approaching on November 22nd at 28 degrees is already sending its transformative waves backward through time, and November 15th is when you'll first feel its pull. You're being asked to die to everything false about yourself, every mask, every compromise, every diminishment of your essence, so that your true self can be reborn. If you have strong Libra placements, November 15th's Libra moon will activate your inherent understanding of beauty as a cosmic force, not mere aesthetic preference. You'll suddenly understand that your sensitivity to beauty isn't superficial, it's a direct connection to the divine harmony that holds the universe together. Your appreciation for beauty is your spiritual gift, not something to be ashamed of or minimize. Those with prominent Chiron aspects in your natal chart, prepare for the deepest healing of your incarnation. The Sun's quincunx to Chiron will illuminate exactly where you've been carrying wounds that aren't even yours, ancestral pain, collective trauma, even galactic memories of destruction and loss. November 15th offers you the chance to finally release what was never yours to carry. Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you're the conductors for this emotional alchemy. The grand water trine being prepared by November 15th's energies will flow through you first, using your emotional bodies as purification systems for the collective. This is sacred work, though it may feel overwhelming. Remember, you're not drowning, you're conducting a cosmic cleansing that will benefit millions. To prepare for this activation, begin Meow with what I call beauty reconnaissance. Spend 5 minutes each morning looking at yourself in the mirror, not to judge but to witness. Look at yourself the way the universe looks at you, with absolute wonder at the miracle of your existence. Notice how your eyes hold galaxies, how your skin contains the same elements as distant stars, how your breath connects you to every living being on your planet. Start a beauty journal, not about physical appearance, but about moments when you feel most aligned with your essence. When do you feel most yourself? What activities make you forget to dim your light? Who are the people in whose presence you naturally shine? These observations aren't trivial, they're breadcrumbs leading you back to your authentic frequency. On the evening of November 14th, prepare your space as you would for a sacred ceremony. Clear clutter, light candles, play frequencies that resonate with your soul. The Libra moon's arrival in the early hours requires you to be in a receptive state. Consider sleeping with a piece of rose quartz or celestite near your bed. These crystals will amplify the beauty codes being transmitted. During November 15th itself, practice what we call radical reception. Instead of pushing, forcing, or trying to make things happen, simply receive. Receive compliments without deflection. Receive support without guilt. Receive love without questioning if you deserve it. Receive your own beauty without immediately listing your perceived flaws. This day is about remembering how to receive the abundance that's always been trying to reach you. Create a beauty altar. Gather objects that represent your unique essence. This could include photos from moments you felt truly yourself, crystals that resonate with your energy, flowers that mirror your soul's colors, written affirmations of your worth. This altar becomes a physical anchor for the energetic transformation occurring on November 15th. Set 3 intentions for this day, but make them about being rather than doing. Instead of "I will accomplish X," try "I will embody my full radiance." Instead of "I will fix this problem," try "I will embrace my wholeness, including what I perceive as broken." The universe responds to your state of being far more than your list of actions. Now let me share the navigation wisdom for this powerful day, because with great cosmic activation comes the potential for energetic overwhelm. The Sun Chiron quincunx can initially feel like every wound you've ever carried is suddenly exposed to light. Some of you will experience this as unexpected emotional releases, crying without knowing why, anger at injustices you thought you'd forgiven, grief for the years you spent playing small. This isn't regression, it's the final purging of what no longer serves your highest timeline. You may find that certain people in your life react strongly to your emerging radiance. Those who benefited from your dimmed light, who felt safer when you played small, will unconsciously sense the shift and may attempt to pull you back into old patterns. They might suddenly create drama, demand your energy, or remind you of past versions of yourself you've outgrown. Recognize this for what it is, not personal attack, but the universe testing your commitment to your own evolution. Sleep patterns will likely be disrupted around November 15th. The 1:41 a.m. Libra moon arrival may wake you, and that's intentional. If you find yourself awake in those pre-dawn hours, don't fight it. This is when the veil is thinnest, when your guides can most easily transmit the beauty codes directly into your consciousness. Use this time for meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in witness of your own transformation. Some of you will experience what feels like identity dissolution, suddenly not knowing who you are when you're not performing, people-pleasing or shape-shifting for others' comfort. This void space is sacred. Don't rush to fill it with new definitions or roles. Let yourself exist in the mystery of your own becoming. The you that emerges after November 15th won't fit into the containers that previously held you, and that's exactly as it should be. Physical symptoms may include tingling in your crown chakra, heart palpitations that aren't medical but energetic, sudden temperature changes as your body adjusts to higher frequencies, vivid dreams or astral experiences, heightened sensitivity to others' emotions, temporary overwhelm in crowded spaces, and an unusual relationship with mirrors, either being unable to look away from your reflection or finding it hard to recognize yourself. The mistake many make during such powerful cosmic events is trying to integrate everything immediately. November 15th's energies will continue unfolding for weeks, even months. You don't need to understand everything on the day itself. Think of it as receiving a cosmic download that your human operating system will process gradually. Trust the timing of your own integration. What awaits you on the other side of this transformation is nothing short of a complete recalibration of how you exist in the world. Those who fully embrace November 15th's beauty activation will find themselves unable to accept less than they deserve in relationships, in work, in every aspect of life. Your standards won't rise from ego, but from finally understanding your inherent worth. You'll naturally gravitate toward people, places, and purposes that match your true frequency. Your creative abilities will exponentially expand. The voice that told you your art wasn't good enough, your writing wasn't important enough, your vision wasn't clear enough, that voice will be replaced by an unshakable knowing that your creative expression is how divinity moves through you. You'll create, not for approval or validation, but because not creating would be denying the universe one of its unique expressions. Relationships will transform at a fundamental level. You'll no longer be able to maintain connections based on who you pretend to be. Some relationships will end, not dramatically but naturally, like leaves falling from a tree in autumn. Others will deepen beyond what you imagined possible as people finally see and connect with your true essence. New souls will enter your life, drawn by your authentic frequency like moths to your genuine flame. Your relationship with abundance will shift from believing you need to earn it to understanding you need only to allow it. Money, opportunities, synchronicities, these will flow more easily once you stop believing you're not beautiful enough, worthy enough, or ready enough to receive them. November 15th breaks the worthiness barrier that's been keeping you in artificial scarcity. Physically, you'll notice changes in how you carry yourself. Without conscious effort, you'll stand taller, speak more clearly, move with more grace. This isn't about conventional beauty standards. This is about your body finally reflecting the royalty of your soul. People will begin to notice something different about you, though they won't be able to articulate what's changed. You'll simply see more yourself. Your intuitive abilities will sharpen dramatically. The same sensitivity that once felt like a burden will reveal itself as your superpower. You'll know things without knowing how you know. You'll sense the truth beneath words, feel the authentic emotions behind masks, recognize soul family instantly. This isn't new. You've always had these abilities. November 15th simply removes the doubt that made you question what you've always known. Most importantly, you'll finally understand that your beauty, your true beauty, has nothing to do with meeting anyone else's standards and everything to do with being a unique fractal of divine consciousness. You'll see that every quirk, every scar, every aspect of yourself you tried to hide is actually part of your sacred signature, your unrepeatable contribution to the cosmic symphony. Let me tell you something about the quantum physics of beauty that your Earth scientists haven't discovered yet. When you fully embody your authentic radiance, you literally alter the photon field around you. The light particles in your immediate environment begin to dance differently, creating what we call coherence patterns that affect everyone who enters your field. This isn't metaphysical speculation, this is measurable, though your current instruments aren't calibrated to detect these subtle light variations. On November 15th, your photon field will undergo a recalibration that permanently alters how light interacts with your being. You'll become what ancient texts called luminous ones, beings whose very presence shifts the quality of light in a room. The Lyran archives contain records of civilizations who understood beauty as a technology, not for manipulation or control, but for evolution and healing. These star nations knew that authentic beauty creates geometric patterns in the quantum field that literally repair damaged DNA, restore cellular memory, and activate dormant potentials. When you stop apologizing for your radiance after November 15th, you become a walking healing frequency. Your undimmed presence will literally help others remember their own cellular perfection, their original divine template, before the distortions of third-dimensional programming took hold. Something profound happens when a starseed fully accepts their beauty. They begin to access what we call timeline sovereignty. You see, every time you've dimmed your light, you've created alternate timelines where you played small, where you accepted less, where you forgot your power. What these timelines continue to exist in the quantum field, creating drag on your highest potential timeline. November 15th offers a cosmic reset point where you can collapse all these diminished timelines back into your core timeline, reclaiming all the energy you've leaked into realities where you weren't fully yourself. This is why some of you will feel an enormous surge of vitality after this date. You're literally calling back soul fragments from across the multiverse. The moon's trine to Uranus at 1:08 a.m. on November 15th, just before entering Libra, creates what we call a surprise remembrance portal. Uranus, the great awakener, doesn't knock politely at the door of your consciousness. It strikes like lightning, illuminating everything you've kept in shadow. Combined with the moon's emotional waters, this creates the perfect storm for sudden, shocking recognition of your own magnificence. Some of you will literally gasp when you catch your reflection that morning, not because you look different, but because you'll finally see what's always been there, the cosmic royalty that others have always sensed but you've been too programmed to perceive. Here's what the forces of control don't want you to know. Every time a soul remembers their true beauty, it creates what we call a sovereignty ripple in the collective field. These ripples are cumulative and irreversible. Once enough souls generate these sovereignty ripples, the entire control matrix that depends on humanity's self-doubt begins to destabilize. This is why there's been such aggressive programming around beauty standards, why industries worth trillions depend on you never feeling beautiful enough. November 15th represents a coordinated strike against this programming, a mass activation that will generate more sovereignty ripples in one day than typically occur in a decade. The approaching Scorpio new moon at 28 degrees that November 15th prepares you for carries deep occult significance. 28 is the number of the lunar cycle, of feminine wisdom, of completion and renewal. In the mystery schools of ancient Egypt, initiates who reached the 28th degree of understanding were said to have married their own shadow, meaning they had fully integrated all aspects of themselves they once rejected. November 15th begins this sacred marriage within you. The parts of yourself you've hidden, the beauty you've denied, the power you've suppressed, all of this begins its integration dance, preparing you for the new moon's final alchemical transformation. But there's something about the collective field on November 15th that I haven't mentioned yet, something that will affect every interaction you have that day. The Moon-Mercury sextile doesn't just enhance communication, it creates what we call truth bridges between souls. Conversations that would normally stay surface level will suddenly plunge into depths. People will find themselves saying things they've held back for years. Compliments that were always thought but never spoken will suddenly spill forth. If you've been waiting for certain acknowledgements or recognition, November 15th may surprise you with unexpected validations from unexpected sources. The universe itself conspires to reflect your beauty back to you through the mouths of others. For those of you who work with crystal technology, November 15th activates what we call the rose quartz grid within Earth's crystalline matrix. Every piece of rose quartz on your planet will pulse with heightened frequency on this day, broadcasting the codes of self-love and beauty recognition. If you have rose quartz, hold it to your heart at 1:41 a.m. Pacific time as the moon enters Libra. You'll feel a warm pulse, a recognition, as if the crystal itself is reminding you of a promise you made to yourself before incarnating, a promise to remember your beauty in a world that would try to convince you otherwise. The Mars sextile to the moon brings a warrior quality to this beauty activation. This isn't passive, soft or gentle beauty. This is beauty with backbone, radiance with boundaries, magnificence that knows how to say no to anything that would diminish it. Mars in this configuration says, I will no longer wage war against myself. I will no longer be my own enemy. I will no longer attack my reflection or tear down my worth. The warrior energy of Mars in harmony with the Libra moon creates what ancient cultures called the beautiful warrior, one who fights for authenticity, who battles against false programming, who stands guard at the gates of their own sovereignty. This transformation extends far beyond your individual experience. As you anchor these beauty codes, you become a transmission tower for others who are ready to remember. Your family lineage, backward and forward through time, receives healing through your willingness to finally be seen. Children who haven't even been born yet will incarnate into a world where being authentically beautiful is normalized because you had the courage to go first. The collective human consciousness will shift incrementally but significantly as more starseeds activate on November 15th. The beauty industry's hold on humanity's self-worth will begin to weaken. The comparison culture that thrives on social media will start to feel hollow and absurd. Humanity will begin to remember that beauty isn't something to be achieved, but something to be revealed, not something to be earned, but something to be claimed. This is part of the larger ascension from 3D to 5D consciousness. In the fifth dimension, beauty isn't competitive or comparative, it's collaborative and celebratory. Every being's unique beauty adds to the whole rather than diminishing others. November 15th is one of the cosmic trigger points for this shift, specifically designed to activate those souls who agreed to help humanity remember its inherent divinity. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine Meow connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. The frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual, bending the fabric of reality itself. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field has never been this charged, and the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. Dear Starseed, as this transmission draws to a close, know that what you've received is more than words. It's an activation code your soul has been waiting to receive. November 15th isn't just a date on your calendar, it's a cosmic appointment you scheduled before you were born, a moment when the universe itself conspires to remind you of your immeasurable worth and indescribable beauty. The very fact that you've listened to this entire transmission means your soul is ready for this level of transformation. The resistance you might be feeling, the voice that says this can't be about me, or I'm not beautiful enough for this message, that's exactly the programming November 15th is designed to shatter. You wouldn't have been guided to this message if you weren't ready. Your higher self doesn't make mistakes. The universe doesn't waste its activations on souls who aren't prepared to receive them. Remember, beautiful soul, that on November 15th, as the Libra moon illuminates your sky and the sun dances with Chiron, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing timelines, dimensions, and collective wounds that have kept humanity trapped in forgetfulness. Your willingness to remember your beauty is an act of cosmic rebellion against every force that profits from your self-doubt. Take care, dear one, and prepare yourself for the magnificence that awaits. Until next time, remember that we in the Lyran High Council see you as you truly are, radiant beyond measure, beautiful beyond description, and worthy beyond question. Subscribe to receive more of these transmissions as we guide you through this unprecedented time of awakening. I am Zarin, and we are watching over you with infinite love as you remember the beauty you never actually forgot. You simply agreed to pretend to forget so you could have the joy of remembering. We love you, we see you, and we celebrate the cosmic beauty that you are, always have been, and always will be.